Right. Hello, I'm Becky Campbell, the principal here at the Early Childhood Center. Today I'd like to answer some questions that you might have about the kindergarten enrollment process. We have several programs offered here at the Early Childhood Center. We have Parents as Teachers. We have preschool programs for students who turn ages 3 and 4 before August 1st. And then finally, the reason you're here, we have kindergarten. And we currently have 8 sections of kindergarten with approximately 22 students in each class. To enroll in kindergarten for next year, your student must be 5 on or before July 31st. To begin, you will need to go to our website and sign up for a screening appointment. Screening appointments will take place in April for several days, starting at 8 a.m. and ending by 3:15 p.m. each day. Each appointment will last approximately 30 to 45 minutes. When coming to the screening, you will need to bring the following items: a completed enrollment packet, which you can find linked on our website, updated immunization records, a copy of a state-issued birth certificate, and any custody or legal paperwork that regards your child. Classroom placements will not be made until all things are turned in. You will find out your classroom teacher at residency verification in August. On the day of your appointment, you will need to park in the north parking lot on Finney Street, which is located closest to the preschool doors. Students will go with a teacher and answer basic questions such as color recognition, counting, name, address, etc. Parents will complete additional paperwork and wait to speak with the teacher following the screening. Students will be given a basic hearing and speech screening with our speech pathologist. This information will be used primarily to determine who needs to be re-screened as soon as school begins. On our website, you will find additional links to handouts, which will hopefully answer additional questions that you might have. Thank you.
My name is Jamie Droege, and I'm the Title I instructor at the Early Childhood Center, and I'm going to share with you just a little bit about our kindergarten curriculum and also the Title I services. In our kindergarten curriculum, we very much protect the beginning of the day and do most of our reading and writing instruction during that time. We begin our day with something that we call PALS instruction, where we do letter and sound review, number review, and then move into Pathways to Reading, which is our phonics program that we use to systematically teach children letter names, letter sounds, how to blend those sounds, how to segment those sounds. We also teach important phonemic awareness skills such as rhyming during this part of the day. And then in that morning time, we also have a segment of our day called Reader's Workshop, where teachers model good reading habits and students go and try that out independently as readers. They also work in small groups to read along with the teacher. The important thing about Reader's Workshop is to teach the children that reading is not just about being able to read the words and decode the text, but also to be able to think at the same time that we read. So we will be teaching your kindergartner many comprehension strategies and how to use those to help them to become a better reader. We call that protected reading time because it's very important that your child is here during those morning hours so that they can get that instruction every day. So if you have to make an appointment or your child has to be gone, please try to do that in the afternoon hours. Other parts of our day that we have include Writer's Workshop, which is structured a lot like Reader's Workshop is. The teacher models good writing strategies and the children go try that out independently or in a small group. Again, we teach them more than just how to write a sentence, but we teach them things that will help them as a writer. We also teach sight words in kindergarten. Sight words are words that occur so frequently in reading and writing that they have to know them automatically. We don't want kids to have to spend a lot of brain power trying to decode these words. Words that are sight words would include the, was, like, of. Some of them are decodable and some of them aren't, but the point of the sight word is that they know them automatically. We also will be teaching your child proper handwriting. We use the Zahner-Bloser handwriting approach, and more can be found on the website zahnerbloser.com. For math, we use the curriculum called Math in Focus. We will work in great detail with numbers 0 to 20, understanding not only how to count and to write and to identify those numbers, but also how to combine numbers and sets within that range to do simple addition and subtraction with objects, with pictures, and with the numbers. We will also be doing sorting, graphing, patterning, working with shapes and lots of hands-on manipulatives and games during our math instruction. For our science curriculum, we focus on many areas including space, seasons, and living and non-living. We have a quarterly science day where the kids do lots of hands-on activities in science. For social studies, we also study many things in there, but one of our biggest projects is our Community Helper Parade in October, where the children will choose a community helper to report to the class about, and they will dress up like that community helper and parade around the school to share about what they've learned. Title I is a federally funded program that provides additional educational assistance to students with the most need. We determine Title I eligibility based on a screening score we get at Kindergarten Round-Up. When your child enrolls for kindergarten and comes to Kindergarten Round-Up, they will be given a screen tool called the Brigance screening. And the Brigance just screens for kindergarten readiness and development. Its purpose is to inform parents of strengths and weaknesses within their child and also to help us make proper class placements. Again, this assessment is conducted during your Round-Up appointment, and if your child scores below the cutoff score of that test, you will receive a pamphlet about Title I services. It does not necessarily mean that your child will be placed in Title I, just that they are eligible based on their cutoff score. We also determine eligibility for Title I services based on teacher recommendations after the start of school. If your child is placed for Title I services, they will work with me, the Title I teacher, in a small group setting for about 30 minutes a day, and we will work on reading and math skills and whatever their areas of weakness are that we need to focus on to help them meet grade level expectations. When they come for the Brigance screening, the areas that they will be screened on are areas of personal data, such as knowing their name, age, address, telephone number, and birth date. Body awareness, being able to identify body parts. Gross motor skills, things like being able to stand on one foot or walk heel to toe. Color recognition, number recognition. Visual motor skills, being able to copy shapes and draw a person. Printing skills, being able to print their first and last name. Counting skills. Number recognition and readiness, being able to match quantities and join groups of objects to tell how many in all, and literacy skills, just such as being able to name capital and lowercase letters. Other intervention services that we offer at ECC include Wildcat Time or RTI Time. Those groups are very specifically skill focused. So if we find that your child is struggling maybe just in letters and sounds, they might be referred to one of those small groups and we'll work on just those skills to help them get caught back up and be able to meet grade level expectations in those areas.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Shipley, kindergarten teacher here at ECC, and I'm going to talk to you today about school supplies, lunch procedures, snack, and other important aspects of ECC. The school supply list will be available at Kindergarten Round-Up as well as provided on the school website. It will also be available at Walmart closer to the beginning of school. Please note that there are some specific brands listed on the list. These requests have been made because the quality of the materials seems to last longer in the classroom. If a student is eating breakfast or lunch at school, they will need to bring lunch money in an envelope. These are provided by the classroom teachers. You can always get more from them as well. It should be clearly marked with the student's name, the teacher's name, and the amount of money that is in the envelope. You can also just fill out your own envelope as well and send that in with those items. Checks should be made to food service. The money will then be put onto the student's account and they will use their lunch card as a debit system. If students bring their lunch but need to purchase some milk, they need to bring exact change in a baggie or separate compartment. Milk is 45 cents and cannot be used on the debit card system. So it's important to bring exact change. If you would like to eat with your student, please let your student's teacher know, and also remember to bring your ID into the office. Each afternoon, kindergarten students will have a snack in their classroom. The snacks are provided by the families, and your student's teacher will let you know how snack works in each specific classroom. Some teachers ask that students bring their own snack each day. Some prefer to send a calendar home with a student's name on each day and have that student provide enough snack for the entire classroom. But we do ask that all snacks are store-bought rather than homemade. Some examples of snacks would be crackers, graham crackers, goldfish, unopened cereal, carrot sticks, prepackaged apple slices. Juice boxes are always welcome but never required. Finally, some important procedures at ECC. Your student will come home with a folder each night. Please be sure to check this folder and go through the items in the folder. There will be work that the student has completed, extra practice pages if needed, and any notes home or reminders from the teacher or school. This can be a great form of communication if utilized. So please be sure to check the folder each night and return with your child daily. If your student will be absent or there's a change in transportation, please be sure to contact the office and let them know. We understand that there are times that students need to be absent, but if possible, we would appreciate you scheduling appointments in the afternoon. Attendance is very important, and please make sure that your student is at school as much as possible.
Transportation. Transportation is something that we always get a lot of questions about at the kindergarten level. All kindergarten students are eligible to ride the bus regardless of your location. They must be met at the bus stop by a parent or guardian or by someone the parent or guardian approves. Car riders will be dismissed from class at about 3:45 each afternoon and will meet by the front doors. Parents will need to wait in their cars lined up at the curb, and we will bring the students out to you. Bus assignments will be made by August during residency verification. Bus assignments will be made based on the information filled out on the form in your enrollment packet. Please don't wait until the last minute to make transportation changes each day. Either send a note or call the office by 3:00 p.m. if you wish to change your child's afternoon transportation. And finally, one of the most important things is coming to Parent Information Night in the fall. It is held one evening during September for about 45 minutes. It is a time that you will go to your child's classroom and learn about curriculum, classroom practices, and that date will be advertised as soon as school begins. If you have any questions, you can always give our office a call at 380-4421. We look forward to meeting you and your child.